So what are we doing with the RX8 over the next 12 months? I have my rebuilt engine here, stage 2 port in, intake port matching, full bridge port. I'm going to port polish it, lightweight flywheel, uprated clutch, lightened and balanced rotating assembly, the full lot really. It's about as much as you can get out of them without boosting them. As for the car, it's just had the fresh gearbox put in there. I've also had a diff made up for it with a 5.8:1 rear diff ratio. Very, very low, as you can imagine. I've done the math. It should put my top speed in 6th gear on the limiter somewhere around the 130 mile an hour mark, which for a 1.3 naturally aspirated should be more than enough. I don't often get more than about 120, 125 out of this car when I'm on track. So the only difference is going to be that I'm spending a lot more time going up and down the gears, but that should help keep the RPMs higher. Obviously these engines produce most of their power up the high RPM range, so that is going to help on track, I think. So over the next couple of weeks, you're going to watch me put the 5.8 rear diff in there. The engine's going to go in there. I need to strip the last probably 15 or 20 kilos out of the body. I actually damaged the door the other week when I was at Donington Park, so I need to repair that. A couple of suspension tweaks need to be done. But other than that, I just want to get out in it this year and have as much fun in it as I can. You know, that's really what cars are about. So I'm going to take it to as many car shows as I can, as many track days, as many action days, and really just get out in it as much as possible and have a laugh with it. And then towards the end of 2024, when the weather starts to change, my idea is to take the body off and make my own body. Now, originally, if you look back to the first video I made, the idea was to body swap it or put the engine and drivetrain into another vehicle. Again, I think the best thing about this car is the suspension setup, the alignment, how low everything is, and the weight distribution with the engine, and just how well balanced and well poised it is. It's honestly like a little go-kart. And I don't want to ruin that by sticking it in an old car with some old suspension and shitty alignment. So I wanted to keep the chassis pretty much how it is. So in my head, I thought body swap, which is great, but I like the look of these cars generally anyway. What body am I going to put on here that's lighter than this one? You know, I'm going to end up having to reinforce a lot of work, and it's going to end up making it heavier. So the idea I came up with in my head was to remove the body from it, make a nice big strong roll cage in the center of it, move my seating position over as close to the tunnel as possible, move the steering wheel over, a few other bits and bobs, just to cram everything inside, and then build my own body on it. I've done the math. I can build something pretty low and pretty sleek, but obviously that's quite a lot of work. So a lot of metal frame tube work, and then building my own body work, you know, pretty much using anything at first with clay and foam, steel, and then just taking molds of it and making some carbon Kevlar body panels. That's a lot of work. It should also be a lot of fun. And I think, you know, after some time, the end result is going to be really cool looking in a car that is probably going to be 800 kilos, if not less, depending on how light I can make the cage and the supporting structures. Obviously, the carbon Kevlar body isn't going to weigh a lot. So that's really the next big step for the build. I think it's something I've never done before. It's something I've always wanted to do, building my own body and kind of let the creative juices flow. So that's definitely something I want to do, and I am going to do, and it's going to be fun. But like I said, really over the next 6 to 8 months through 2024, I just want to get out in this as it is and have some fun in it, you know? But yeah, any questions on it, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll answer as promptly as I can. And I'm literally going to start polishing the engine now as we speak, and that video should be up in the next week or so. So thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.